Tushita just deleted Cake Queen in 43 seconds. No fruit. No awakening. Just a sword, and nobody's talking about it. Everyone in Blox Fruits tells you the same thing: get Leopard, get Dragon, get a God Fruit, or you're useless for boss farming. But here's the thing. There is a sword in 3rd C that hits harder than fully awakened Doe, stunlocks Rip_Indra like he's a training dummy, and costs 0 Robux to get. Fruit mains are going to hate this video. This is the Blox Fruits sword guide nobody asked for and everybody needed. I'm about to break down exactly why Tushita is the best sword in Blox Fruits for boss farming right now. We're talking real damage numbers, real boss interactions, the exact build you need, and why this thing outperforms S-tier fruits that cost 2 million belly or 1500 Robux. I've got 5 sections: the sword itself, the combo it enables, the fighting style that makes it broken, the boss routes it destroys, and the full stat build. Stay until the end because section 5 has the build that most people completely mess up. Let's go. Alright, section 1, Tushita. This is the sword. If you don't know it, pay attention, because this is the whole video. Tushita is a legendary grade sword unlocked through the Celestial Puzzle quest in 3rd C. You need to find 3 secret chests hidden across the 3rd C map, interact with the Celestia NPC, and have at least 300 sword mastery before you can even attempt the quest. It's gated on purpose, because the devs knew this thing was cracked. Its Z move is called Heavenly Lunges. You charge forward in a straight line and hit every enemy in your path with a rapid slash combo that deals massive slashing damage, and, this is the key part, it applies a stagger stun to bosses that don't have full stun immunity. Cake Queen? Staggered. Soul Reaper? Staggered. Cursed Captain in the Haunted Castle? Completely locked down. The X move, Divine Slash, sends out a shockwave projectile that deals AoE damage in a wide arc, perfect for hitting multiple boss phase adds without repositioning. But here's the thing people miss. Tushita has one of the highest base damage multipliers of any sword in the game right now. At max sword mastery, that's 2450, its Heavenly Lunges Z move outputs damage numbers that rival a fully awakened Rumble Fruits lightning combo. And Rumble is an A-tier fruit. Tushita is a sword you get for free through questing. The only catch? You need Buso Haki, also called Black Leg Enhancement, active on your sword arm to hit bosses that have body Haki coating. Once you've got that active, this sword just erases HP bars. Section 2, the combo. Tushita alone is strong. Tushita plus Yama is a completely different conversation. Yama is another legendary sword unlocked in 3rd C, this time through the Death Step questline near the Haunted Castle area. Its Z move is called Manic Slash, a downward overhead slam that creates a shockwave on impact and knocks bosses back, dealing percentage-based bonus damage on enemies below 50% HP. You see where this is going. The combo goes like this. You open with Tushita's Heavenly Lunges Z move to burst the boss down to around 60% HP while the stagger stun keeps them locked. Then you swap to Yama and wait for the boss to drop below 50%, which happens fast because Tushita hits so hard. Then you land Manic Slash and that percentage bonus damage kicks in and just deletes the rest of the HP bar. Against Rip_Indra, this combo consistently finishes the fight in under 60 seconds, depending on your stat build. Against Island Empress, you can skip her second phase entirely if your Tushita burst hits hard enough in phase 1. And it gets worse, for the bosses, I mean. Both swords scale purely off sword mastery stat, so every point you've invested is amplifying both weapons simultaneously. You're not splitting your stat investment between fruit and sword like a hybrid build. Every single point goes into making this combo hit harder. Fruit mains running split builds between Blox Fruit and sword stats are literally dealing less damage than a pure sword main with this setup. That's the dirty secret the Blox Fruit sword guide community has been sitting on. Section 3, the fighting style that turns this build broken. You need Sanguine Art. This is a fighting style added in Update 20, and if you haven't unlocked it yet, stop what you're doing after this video and go get it. Sanguine Art is located in 3rd C and requires you to complete a specific NPC quest chain involving the Haunted Castle. Its Z move is called Blood Moon. It coats your hands in a blood red aura and unleashes a rapid combo that applies a bleed status effect. That bleed ticks damage over time, and here is the critical interaction: bleed damage from Sanguine Art stacks on top of your sword damage. So your Tushita hits, your Yama hits, and the bleed is ticking in the background simultaneously. Against a high HP boss like Cake Queen who has a health pool in the hundreds of thousands, that bleed tick adds up to thousands of extra damage per second passively while you're already swinging swords. The X move, Crimson Dash, lets you close distance instantly to a target, which is insane for bosses that teleport or dash away, like Rip_Indra in his second phase. You're never out of range. And here's the thing most players get wrong about Sanguine Art: it scales off melee stat, not sword stat, which means you want to split between sword mastery and melee in your stat build. I'll cover exact numbers in section 5. But the damage contribution from Sanguine Art's bleed alone can shave 15 to 20 seconds off your average boss kill time. For boss farming efficiency in Blox Fruits, that is massive. That's multiple extra kills per hour, which means more drops, more materials, more chances at rare items like Tushita enhancement stones. Section 4, the boss farming routes. This build isn't just theoretical. Let me tell you exactly which bosses this sword setup farms most efficiently, because not all bosses are equal and your time matters. Number 1 priority, Cake Queen. She's located in 3rd Sea's Candy Kingdom area and has one of the best loot tables in the game. She drops Saber Expert fragments, rare accessories, and has a chance to drop materials used in awakening certain swords. With the Tushita plus Yama plus Sanguine Art combo, Cake Queen dies in 40 to 55 seconds consistently. Her grab attack is the only real threat, and Tushita's Heavenly Lunge's stagger interrupts that grab animation before it lands. Number 2, Soul Reaper. This boss is at the Haunted Castle and drops Dark Fragments, which you need for upgrading Ghoul Race to V4. More on that in section 5. Soul Reaper has a high instinct, which means you need Ken Haki active to land hits reliably. With Ken Haki and Buso Haki both running, Tushita cuts through his dodge frames and the stagger from Heavenly Lunges keeps him from resetting. Average kill time with this build, under a minute. Number 3, Cursed Captain, also at the Haunted Castle area. He drops ship materials and has a chance to drop the Kanbander sword, which you can sell or trade. Cursed Captain is aggressive and fast, but Yama's Manic/knockback gives you breathing room every time he charges. And it gets worse for him. Sanguine Art's bleed means even when he's dashing around, he's still taking damage. You're farming passively while repositioning. These 3 bosses on rotation give you the best materials per hour ratio in 3rd C for a sword main. No fruit required. Section 5, the build. This is the part most players mess up, so I'm going to be very specific. For this Tushita boss farming build, you want your stat points distributed like this. Put 2000 points into Sword Mastery. This is your primary damage stat for both Tushita and Yama. Put 700 points into Melee. This powers up Sanguine Art's bleed damage. Put the remaining points into defense, around 400, so you don't get one-shot by boss AoE attacks while you're in melee range. Do not put any points into Blox Fruit stat. 0. You don't have a fruit in this build. That's the whole point. Every single stat point is amplifying your sword damage or your sustainability. For race, you want Ghoul Race V4. Ghoul's passive ability drains HP from enemies on every hit and returns it to you as healing. In a boss fight where you're landing dozens of sword hits per minute, that passive healing basically makes defense potions optional. You regenerate health faster than most bosses can deal damage to you in phase 1. Ghoul V4 requires Dark Fragments from Soul Reaper, which is why Soul Reaper is on your farming route in section 4. It all connects. For Haki, max out Buso Haki first. Full black leg enhancement on your sword arm is non-negotiable. Then level Ken Haki, also called Instinct, to at least level 5 so you can dodge boss projectile attacks during the fight. Accessories, run the Slayer Cap for sword damage bonus and the Spiky Triton accessory if you have it for additional melee amplification. That is the complete Blox Fruits best sword boss farming build. Tushita, Yama, Sanguine Art, Ghoul V4, Max Buso Haki. Write it down. Screenshot it. This build works right now. That's the full breakdown. Tushita is the best sword in Blox Fruits for boss farming right now, and the combo with Yama plus Sanguine Art plus Ghoul V4 is genuinely S tier. No fruit needed, no Robux required. If you try this build and delete Cake Queen in under a minute, drop a comment with your kill time because I want to see it. Like the video if this actually helped you, it tells me to make more Blox Fruits sword guides like this one. And subscribe to Roblox today, because I post Blox Fruits builds, boss farming routes, and update breakdowns every single day. Check the pinned comment for the full stat build written out. See you in the next one.